Okay, y'all. So I am here with some Mirror Management Mondays. And not only am I here with some Mirror Management Mondays, I'm going to be dropping some gems from me to you. And already, as I say every time, as I learn, you learn. And we're going to learn together. We're going to be better together every single day that I record a video. I'm going to be sharing with you information that I learned, that I've experienced, or somebody that I know has experienced it. So collective works meet collective individuals. So it's time to do the work. It's time. We can't sit around doing no more work. But one thing that was on my mind today was passion or heart. I never followed everything that was on my heart to do, because I had listened to so many outside voices that the one internally was like all the time. So all of these outside voices coming in telling me what they think I should do, how they think I should brand, how they think, this and that. And I'm like, oh, this is good. They care a great deal about me. So their, perception of things is this and this. When I tell you all of those outside voices coming in and you're trying to actually get to the point where you want to create a reality, that will cause some confliction. Okay, baby waking up, so we gonna have to wrap this thing up. Okay. Um, but following your passion and living the way that you want to freely is absolutely amazing. That is one of the things that I would tell anybody to do. Follow your heart. Like, just think about it. What would your life look like if you followed your heart or followed your passion and did that something that you actually wanted to do? Would it, what would it look like if you knew you couldn't fail at all whatsoever? And then but see, what people think failing is not failing. Or call it failing forward. Whatever you want to do, give it a name, spice it up, make it look pretty, but it's not failing at all. You're learning. And that's the great thing about life, is that you can make a mistake and learn from it. Like, give yourself a million, quadrillion, uh, billion second chances. Why not? Why not have faith in yourself so much that you bet on you and you decide to follow your heart, follow your dreams, follow your passion? Like, what would your life look like if you followed it? If you, what kind of experiences would you have? Like, that's something to think about. If you just stone cold decided that I'm following my heart, I don't care what it takes, I am going to do this. I am going to always work towards this. Let me tell you something. After so much work and work and work and deciding that you want to do differently and continually putting the work in, something's gonna change. It might not happen, excuse those text messages, but it might not happen right away. And that's okay. That's the same thing that I say when you listen to your heart and you feel it. When you put your hand up here, you can almost hear it. You feel it, right? And you think, and you start breathing and you get them 7 deep breaths in, and it brings you down from where you were. Whether you was upset, whether you was sad, you was mad, whatever. It brings you down and it brings you to a space of calmness. Sometimes it does not happen right away. Sometimes you have to do it over and over and over again. And then when you do it over and over and over again, that's when it becomes change. A little sprinkle of, little tiny sprinkle of faith in yourself, seed growing stuff, whatever. But it starts with that. It doesn't happen overnight. So you have to be willing to put the work in, right? And sometimes if you're afraid, you have to do it afraid. And that's how you remove fear, by doing it afraid. Just doing it afraid. Absolutely doing it with fear. And it's important for you to get into the mirror and tell yourself, I cannot fail. You can't fail at all whatsoever, because everything that you will go through, you can always come back. Come back to the writing board. Come back to that and try it again. You can do that 100 times. And then on the 111th time, you might get the results that you wanted on the first time. Sometimes it doesn't happen that way. Sometimes it happens extremely fast. I know that for me, I decided that I was going to do something for somebody else, meaning speak out for other people, because I understand that, my life is greater than me, but I wanted to speak out for other people. And I decided that that's what I wanted to do, but I wasn't prepared for the takeoff, right? Who prepares themselves for the takeoff? So it was so much that I had to step back for, just step back for a little second, because I was like, this is a lot. People work for years and years and years and years to try and be able to, get interviews on USA Today and local, things, and WXXI and all of these other type of places. They do those things, they work really hard to do that. And here it was, me just deciding that I wanted to voice my experience so that somebody else doesn't have to go through that. And in 1 year, massive things have happened. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. I wasn't prepared for that. So it can happen in a year. It can happen in a month. It can happen in a day. But if it doesn't, you have to be willing to put that work in to follow your passion. Trust yourself. You have a GPS internally. This is an ATM. And this is an ATM. Get you some money. Cash out. It's all up in here. Do what you have to do to make sure that you are living to your greatest capacity on this earth. It's greater than you. Somebody needs you. Somebody needs what you have to offer. But don't be stingy. Don't be stingy. So I got to get ready to go tend to my babies. But I love y'all. I hope that this video was informational. Not I hope it was informational to who needed.